What's up, folks? My name is Maximilian, and welcome back to an Assist Me special presentation for Killer Instinct Season 2. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the adjustments and changes to 4 of the characters in the original Killer Instinct Season 1 roster. And if you had not checked out the previous video covering mechanics and system changes, you can find it in the link in the description below. So, let's get this thing started. We're first going to be taking a look at one of the most popular characters in KI Season 1, JAGO. Previously, JAGO's heavy wind kick, which traveled a very large distance, could be an easy way to get in on the opponent. However, in Season 2, it's not going to push you back as far on block, and will leave you at more of a disadvantage, meaning that you'll have to place this move specifically in situations where you know it's going to hit, or else you're going to get punished. The full-screen Shadow Wind Kick from Season 1 was also a way to get in on the opposition, especially since it left you in an advantageous situation even when blocked. But now, the Shadow Wind Kick is only going to travel about 60% as far as it did before. JAGO has also received a major adjustment to his Instinct mode. No longer will JAGO be healing himself as a result of offensive, dashing, or forward momentum attacks. Instead, JAGO now recovers health if you hit the opponent with an Endokuken. But JAGO in Instinct now gets access to double Endokuken fireballs, meaning that the double fireball, single fireball, or shadow fireball will all recover health for JAGO if they land. Other attributes like his frame advantage and Instinct will also remain unchanged. Next up was one of the easier characters to access, but one of the more difficult ones to battle in all of KI, SABREWULF. As many of us expected, the almighty powerful Shadow Eclipse will no longer be activating on the 0 frame. 1 frame of startup has been added, meaning that you can hold back and now reactionary block if SABREWULF does the move. SABREWULF's backdash was also one of his most powerful tools in Season 1, as it allowed him to get out of many situations fairly easily. But in Season 2, the distance of the backdash has been dramatically reduced. SABREWULF's forward dash is also getting a slight adjustment, but while the forward dash is the same duration as it was in Season 1, SABREWULF gets behind his opponent quicker, meaning that the opposition will turn directions faster. This can allow some players to react to the dash and punish him with quick attacks. SABREWULF's crouching light punch has been adjusted to push the opponent back further, and there was a bug that was fixed between SABREWULF's crouching medium punch to heavy chain that allowed for very little hit stop. This prevented many manual breakers from firing correctly, and will be adjusted in Season 2. But with all these adjustments comes some interesting new ways to play SABREWULF. Similar to TJ Combo, you'll now have access to a recapture shadow move in the form of Shadow Leaping Slash. Hit the opponent in the air with this attack and it brings them back onto the ground in a standing state, allowing you to continue a combo. SABREWULF's Instinct has also received a new ability called the Feral Cancel. In addition to all the previous properties of SABREWULF's Instinct, you now gain the ability to perform a Feral Cancel with Heavy Punch and Heavy Kick, which can cancel any grounded move back to neutral. There is a short recovery period on the ability, but you can use it as much as you want during his Instinct. Next up is one of the more specialist characters from Season 1, GLACIUS. GLACIUS' Hail attack has received a big adjustment. Similar to the classic Killer Instinct games, the light and medium hail now bounce along the ground instead of breaking when they hit the floor. Other adjustments include GLACIUS' Shatter having a few more frames of recovery, and the speed of all of his jumping kick attacks has decreased slightly. But to balance this out, GLACIUS has a brand new move, LIQUIDIZE. Performed by pressing all 3 kicks, GLACIUS melts into a puddle that allows him to move left or right a bit when in this liquid state. It is immune to projectiles on the way down, but vulnerable to everything else. Next up is a character that's considered to be one of the greatest grapplers in fighting game history, Thunder. Thunder's light SAMMAMISH is going to travel a bit more vertically this time, and the Skyfall command move after SAMMAMISH is now a special move instead of a command normal, meaning that characters like Spinal can absorb this hit instead of taking damage. Ankle Slicer is slightly more advantageous on block, and the low crush effect is much more prominent than Season 1. Opponents who are also locked out will no longer be able to tech out of Thunder's back throw. With these adjustments comes a brand new special move for Thunder. Call of Sky is performed by pressing all 3 punch buttons, as Thunder calls a bolt of lightning from the sky that strikes at his opponent's location. However, this attack does have a very large duration of startup and recovery, making it the most effective when you're further away from your opponent. And that wraps up the critical changes for half of the cast to Killer Instinct. If you'd like to check out the more detailed changes and adjustments to these characters and more, you'll find the link in the description below. But don't go anywhere, because the next video will be focusing around the remaining characters of the roster, including Sadira, Orchid, Spinal, and Fulgore. Thank you all very much for watching, and I appreciate any feedback or thumbs up below. If you want to be notified when that next video goes live, be sure to hit the subscribe button. My name is Maximilian, and I'll see you guys next time.